Uh, for that, for that purpose, we have our most eminent personality speaker for this evening today. So I would like to introduce him so that we can proceed further with the session. So I would like to introduce him. Our most eminent speaker comes from a very small town, Sindhkhed. He was being a meritorious student throughout his life journey, we must say. Merit student from Nagpur board in his 12th grade and 10th grade, and also a merit students from Nagpur board and GMC star, you can say, amongst his medical journey time. And he devoted his life for the betterment of the society by using his talent and expertise. He believes in miracles beyond money. And we find such eminent personalities which are like rare people on earth, those who devote their life for the well-being of the society. So now since 25 years he's working as a life coach on such kind of like topics on healthy life style and all sort of things. He runs a firm that is Prayas, in that all kind of learnings and all that's being there. So I'll fall short of words to have such people who are connecting souls and healing souls through their good deeds. So let's hear from him, and let's give it up for the most eminent speaker, Dr. Dean Avinash Saoji, sir. So yes, thank you so much, sir.
Okay. Okay. So thanks, Rakshita. So should we start the things? Okay, I think. Okay. So yes. So welcome to everybody. Today we will be talking something regarding the healthy lifestyle. This is a very right now popular word, in fact, and it's a very big canvas actually. So a lot of things are included in the healthy lifestyle. So we'll be speaking today, restricting today with some basic natural principles of healthy lifestyle. Okay. There are different opinions also regarding lot of things regarding the diet, what to eat, what not to eat, and there are what you can say. Even the contradictory opinions, they are also there by the different expertise in this field. So, lot many times, as a common man, one finds it very difficult which way to go. Okay, so rather than going into that much of what you can say uh, differences of opinion, we will be focusing more on the basic fundamental principles, probably which are the what you can say eternal one, which were there, which are there, and which will be there at the end also. So basically, as Rakshita has introduced, so I'm into this lifestyle medicine. Right now, this is an upcoming branch of medicine, which is called also known as a personalized medicine or the lifestyle medicine or the integrative medicine. Okay. And this is all related with what can say related with our lifestyle. Most of the particularly the non-communicable diseases right now, like the diabetes, obesity, hypertension, hypothyroid, and lot many others, they are increasing uh, very fast and in a very what you can say uh, very large number, even in India, like our developing countries also, even in the rural sector also, these diseases are increasing day by day. Even the age at which these diseases used to have, that age is also getting down and down right now. So initially, all when I was in a medical school, initially all these diseases were 50 plus uh, age group illnesses. Then it came down to 40 plus, then 30 plus, and now probably it is the 20 plus. So the major issue will be probably for our next generation, how we can save our kids at our home from all these mishaps. So that is the most important part. And for that, we need to adopt the healthy lifestyle from the very early childhood, basically. And so the parents also need to, even, I mean, it is definitely important for the adults, but it is, I believe, much more important for the kids at our home, because otherwise it will be a very disastrous, what you can say, part in their future life. So I am into this field since last, say, about 25 years. So initial 23 years, I worked for the rural and tribal area, where mainly the malnutrition and the infectious diseases were the main culprit. I lived in a village and I worked there for the rural and tribal population. But since year 2000, also started working. I will just be sharing my slides also simultaneously, probably. That will be then better. So, yes. Is it visible now? Okay. So, so I have read actually this book. I'm in a good habit of reading. So my reading volume is around 20 to 40,000 pages per year. So I got this book uh, by Dr. Dean Ornish, the famous cardiologist, the first cardiologist of the world, who proved that coronary blockages could be reversed by lifestyle modification. This paper has been published in the Lancet journal, the most prestigious journal in the medical field. Okay, he proved it by taking 100 patients who had advised bypass surgery, and just by lifestyle modification, the blockages get reversed. He proved it by during those days, 35 years before back, by doing the computerized angiography and PET scan. So most advanced, what you can say, the techniques available during those days. Okay. So this is a very famous book. He is still there and he is researching in Alzheimer's, then this cancer, prostate, breast cancer, and lot many other chronic diseases. So he's a very well-known authority in this field of lifestyle medicine, I can say. So then I started read that book and I thought that it is a good part that we should take this to the common people. So we started delivering the awareness program, public talks, and I traveled across the state, delivered more than 2,000 public talks till now, conducted 250 plus workshop for 1 or 2 day like that, written a book in Marathi and things. But this is all at the awareness level. But since the start of the COVID, actually, so we started conducting the online program for the individual patients as a group therapy only. Okay, and particularly for the obesity, diabetes, hypertension, hypothyroid, and all these kind of non-communicable diseases. And till now, we had experience of around 3,000 individuals and the families from almost 16 countries, including USA, Canada, Gulf, Singapore, South Korea, Thailand, Malaysia, and 14 Indian states, and almost entire Maharashtra. So the background is from all walks of the life, and whatever the results we are seeing by just changing the lifestyle, they are miraculous ones. So I will be talking about whatever I will be talking. It is all the evidence-based things. Okay, so this is the program which we are conducting right now in online mode. So initially it was the diabetes reversal, but now we have seen that it is useful for reversal of most of the chronic illnesses, even the autoimmune disorder and the inflammatory conditions also. Of course, weight loss is also is a major concern for most of the participants, and it is a wellness program only. So there are no medications, only the lifestyle change. We used to have 8 weekly Zoom sessions of 2 hours each for 8 weeks, and we have seen that the around there is a weight loss of around 5 to 15 kgs in this 8 weeks period. There is a complete stoppage or reduction in the medicines for diabetes, blood pressure, thyroid, acidity, migraine, improved stamina and energy level. Nothing has to be purchased from outside, no, so no extra cost at all. So right now we conduct 3 Hindi batches and 1 English batch also. So the details I will be sharing. So around this is some of the statistics. So we had around 1,000 plus diabetics till now, 850 hypertension, 450 around hypothyroid, and obesity. We shall say that around 92% of our participants are obese. They are having BMI more than 60% of the participants are having body mass index more than 25. So morbidly obese or the overweight people. And this is a non-commercial activity. This is run by our charity organization only. So Hindi or English batches are there. So 8 weekly sessions followed by 4 monthly follow-up sessions of 2 hours each. WhatsApp support is there. No medications, only lifestyle changes, and it's a group therapy also. So now what exactly we do in this program and on which all these miraculous changes we have seen. So it is useful for most of the lifestyle, metabolic or the psychosomatic illnesses or the what you can say. I will just make chronic inflammatory conditions and post weight loss also. Okay. So key components of the program. So one is the dietary modifications. Another is the physical activities, yoga training, meditation, and the mind management is the key component of this program. Overall, that is the major part actually. So stress management and ultimately the purpose of life, what why we want to remain healthy. Okay, so that is a very important part. Group support matters a lot here. I believe that individually one can adopt the healthy lifestyle, but it is very challenging to have that kind of age long standing eating habits are very difficult to change. They are very stubborn. But when there is a support system, then it becomes quite easier. That is what our observation is. So we do it in a groups only. So around 30 plus minus is the size of group which we take the journey for 8 weeks together. So sharing love, gratitude, all these things. So these are the root causes on which the program is based. Technically speaking, so if we can lower the insulin resistance, that is the one part. Another is the chronic subclinical inflammatory process which is going on within the body. If we can uh, cool it down to some extent, the diseases start getting reversed. Okay. Third is the improving the gut flora. Gut health is very important part right now. So our gut flora has been very much damaged because of our faulty eating habits and lot many other things. So if we can correct those by modifying our food and also the thoughts and emotions also, so that also helps a lot in reversal of the diseases and the wellness. Of course, the wrong lifestyle which most of us are now engaged. So we are eating too much of processed food. There are sedentary lifestyle mostly, and a lot of stresses we are harboring. So how we can get out of that? So there is a group and individual counseling is also inherent part of this program. Mindfulness, how we can develop our mindfulness, that is also a very important part of this program. Now the major part, initially we start with the changes in the food habits. Okay. This is Dr. Hippocrates, the father of modern medicine. His famous quote is, let food be thy medicine and medicine be thy food. So if your diet is correct, probably you don't require any doctor or any medications. And if you eat wrong food, then probably no doctor or no medicine can help you. So that is what he told. That is what the Charak Sushruta, the Ayurveda, what you can say. They also told that Anna Param Aushadam. So food is the supreme medicine. So if we can eat properly, then we can live long. So that is what he told. So whatever regarding the nutrition we have been taught in the medical schools till today also, that is only in the first MBBS part. So that is related with the physiology and biochemistry, but it is not tagged with the medicine. So most of the doctors also are not that aware regarding the therapeutic value of the food. Okay. So these are the basic fundamental principles which I was talking, which today we will be sharing about. And these are the most important factors. And we have seen that most of the dietitians also don't emphasize on these basic fundamental principles. Okay, what to eat, there could be a differences in of opinion, but how to eat and what to eat is, I believe, that is the basic, what you can say, uh, steps for remaining healthy. So first principle is that when we should open our mouth. So only when we feel hungry. That is the basic law of nature. Okay, eat only when you are hungry. This has to be followed for the lifetime. Okay. When we look at the wild animals, even the wild animals like tiger and other also, they also don't open their mouth if they are full. Okay, their stomach is full. The no animals on this planet open their mouth or unless they are hungry. Human being is the only exception for this rule. So we need to learn that, and we need to adopt that. We will never open our mouth for anything. Lot of times what happens, if someone forces you, okay, we just open our mouth even after having the full stomach. If the favorite dish is in front of us, then again we used to open our mouth. Okay, when we get stressed out, we put something in our mouth. When we feel depressed, we put something in our mouth. Or when there is some celebrations, all the celebrations are related with the food. Okay, actually, and that is how we have, what you can say, uh, disrupted the nature's law, because we are not made for just putting throughout the daytime. Okay, so when we used to be there in the stone age, uh, we don't have the even guarantee that when will be our next meal. So human body is made for that kind of lifestyle. But because of the too much of food is available and at our very easily available, so we change this thing. So we need to stick to this principle. That is the first principle we emphasize to our participant. The another one is that how many times we should open our mouth. So of course the restricted eating or the intermittent fasting concept, so 16 hours of fasting window and 8 hours of eating window, so that is quite getting popular. And the even for the fasting, the Nobel has been given to Japanese scientist in 2016, Oshinaro, regarding that the autophagy. This is the process by which our body cleans out all the garbage which has been created out of the our daily activities. So it is one kind of detox or cleansing kind of activity which get activated by fasting. So intermittent fasting at least. So whatever we should eat within that 8 hours of window. So the 16 hours will be given for the digesting whatever we have eaten, and again giving some rest to our digestive system so that it can use all the energy for healing and just not but for the digestion. Okay. So we have always talked about that कि 2 वक्त की रोटी. हम लोगों ने कभी ऐसा नहीं सुना है कि 3 वक्त की रोटी या 4 वक्त की रोटी. So 2 वक्त की रोटी. This means that carbohydrates are to be taken twice only. So roti, not for the third time. But usually we have the breakfast, then the lunch, then the mid-afternoon, mid-evening snacks and the dinner. And in between also we used to have something. So right now we are using the protocol that we should have the lunch and the dinner, or either brunch and the dinner. So no need of breakfast. And if one feels hungry, then only one can have something in the morning and something in the, what we can say, 4 5 p.m., that kind of, usually the mid between the lunch and dinner snacks, something. But no snacks are to be taken, only the fruits or the salads or the soup you can have it for 2 more times. So do waqt ki roti, and 2 more times you can have something if you feel hungry. That is what we are adopting. And this is also the third very basic natural principle, is that you need to chew 32 times before swallowing. So right now we are just swallowing without chewing. I mean, we are very fast, and doing the anything fast is supposed to be most efficient person. But with regard to eating habit, it is absolutely opposite. Okay, so we should at least sit on the dining table for 20 minutes minimum. Whatever we are eating, it should be a 32 times chewing only. It will help in a lot, many ways. It helps in reducing weight. It can lower down your blood sugar and cholesterol levels. You can enjoy the taste of food more, and you feel satiety earlier. So you don't have to eat this much quantity. You will get satisfied with this much only. So we are just the emotional eaters. We are just having the addiction of eating, actually. Okay, too much quantity. Body doesn't need that much quantity actually, because we just gulp it. So 32 times chewing, because that helps the satiety center, which is situated in our brain, to get satisfied early. So we don't have to eat too much for that. Okay. Then the saliva, there is a enzyme salivary amylase, which helps in the carbohydrate digestion, but it requires a sufficient time for to act upon the food. So 32 times chewing helps in all these things. Okay. So this is a has to be converted into lifelong habit. There is no other way to remain healthy. Then next principle is that when to eat. Okay, that is also very important part. There is a circadian rhythm or the biological clock within our body. So everything it should be aligned with the nature. Okay. So what should be the timings of the food? Ideally in the morning 10 to 12, and 6 till 7 or 8 p.m. At the most 8 p.m. But usually in most of the houses, the dinner time is quite late. Okay, most of our celebrations start after 9 p.m. Okay, because the travel time of food from mouth to liver, where everything get processed, is around 3 to 5 hours. So if we have the dinner time by 6 p.m. And liver is most active between 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. in the midnight. So whatever we put in mouth should reach liver before 11 in the night. So if we consider the 5 hours, then the 6 in the evening will be the most ideal time for our dinner. Okay. At the most 8, if we put 3 hours minimum to reach to liver, then the 8. So nothing has to be taken after 8 in the evening. This is also has to be followed for the lifetime. Once a while, it's okay.
आवाज नाही येत आहे.
Yeah, I think there's like a thoda sa technical glitch hai. We'll just wait for a minute and then it will be sorted probably. Yeah. There, we just technically lost your
Yes, yes, yes.
voice.
No, no,
So
I
yeah,
have just there was some connectivity issue. I
yeah.
will again
Same thing.
just yeah.
Yeah, sure.
So circadian rhythm is a very important part of this thing. When to wake up, when to Brahma Muhurta from 3 a.m. to 7 a.m. The growth hormone level is the highest during those time. So if we sleep and we wake up, today we have to ask that at what time your good morning starts. Okay. So
Mm.
for many people, it starts by 8 a.m., 9 a.m., 10 a.m., or something like that. So you will not get benefit of that higher growth hormone level, which is there between 3 to 7 a.m. So basically, we need to change whatever possible within the given circumstances. I don't say that ki everything ideal which will be able to do that, but at least we should try to go to as close as possible to the ideal principles of the nature. Then next principle is uh, all things in moderation. Again, this principle has been told by that's father of modern medicine, Dr. Hippocrates, 2500 years before. The right amount of nourishment and exercise, not too little, not too much, is the safest way to health. So moderation, okay, is a very important part. Even for the exercise also, excessive exercise again, body takes it as a stress. Okay, so nothing has to be in excess. Anything in excess is toxic. Very simple principle. So moderation is the key for the health. Then our thali should be a rainbow thali. So all the shades of color, particularly of the fruits and vegetables, because all these colorful things in the nature, they contain most of the anti-inflammatory, anti-cancer, and lot of other medications, what you can say, chemicals which are having the medication value. So our thali should be a rainbow thali. Okay. Then very simple, again, filter we can use. Source of food atom. Whatever we should eat, it should be a real food and not a industry prepared something artificial food atom. So very simple. If it is coming directly from the farm, then it's good, probably. If it is coming from the factory, probably it is not good for the health. Majority of the food processing processes and food processing industry is made for increasing the shelf life of the food atom. It is not made for the health. मजबूरी में ठीक है कभी कभार खाने की बात आई नौबत तो then it's okay, but it should always be a fresh farm produce kind of thing as much as possible. Then around 50-60% of our thali should contain the fruits, vegetable, and salads. So we are eating too much of carbs right now. We Indians are known for that, or the other things also. Even for the reversal phase, we suggest to have 80% of the fruits, vegetables, and salads. Again, one principle for the reversal, those who are having some health issues, we ask them to have the fruits to be taken separately, not along with the food, because the digestive cycle for the fruits is very short as compared to the other food items. So fruits are to be taken in between two meals, or one meal can be completely, what you can say, converted into a fruit meal. So that is what we can do it. So food is the supreme medicine. Right now we are using for the reversal phase low carb, low fat, low protein, high fiber, high micronutrient diet, by which we have seen so many of the results. Okay, I will just share a few slides, some case studies, and then probably we can go to the. I have not covered the part what to eat. Okay, because that is again it will take time, so we don't have that much time. So I just focused and restricted myself to have the basic fundamental principles of nature, which cannot be challenged by anyone. I mean, this is a universal one, whatever you are eating. Okay, so this is the diabetic, recently diagnosed diabetic, having the blood sugar fasting 255, post meal 365. just by changing the food habits, it came down to 100 and 120 within a 17 days only. HbA1c was 11.2, which changed to 6.4 within 4 months only. So highly uncontrolled diabetes become pre-diabetic within 3 months only without medications. This is a chronic diabetic on drugs. Blood in even with the medications, blood sugar used to be 200, 300, which again came down to 100, 120, 150 without medications. Okay, within a period of a month only. So food acts as fast as insulin. That is what our observation is. So HbA1c was 9.3, which came down after 3 months, 6.5. So pre-diabetic level, and now it is the non-diabetic range only. This is a participant from Chicago, 6.7 HbA1c, which with 1000 milligram metformin, which came down to 4.9 with half the dose of medications. And that was the best A1c for his 10 years of diabetic life age. This is a case study of professor and a head of the department of pathology in a medical college. So she just sent me a WhatsApp message of how changes have happened. So 3rd June 2022 and 2nd October 2022, within just period of 4 months, weight reduced from 68 to 61.6, blood sugar 183 to 134, HbA1c 8.1 to 5.6, TSH, so thyroid level 12.84 to 5.6. Even the uric acid get dropped 8.6 to 4.3. So the base part of this program is that we don't have to give separate food protocol for say something for diabetes, something different for hypertension, thyroid. So the same protocol uh, is useful in most of these chronic illnesses. Even she was having the rheumatoid arthritis since last 34 years. So she was not being able to sit on the ground since last 26 years. But now within a period of 4 months, she can sit for 25 minutes in squatting position after 26 years. So such kind of miraculous things which we are observing. And there are n number of case studies which I can talk about. This is again American participant, diabetic, weight loss, 9.4 HbA1c get reduced to 7.5 in 35 days. Even he ran in the marathon 10K run and his pace has improved. So that is another consistent feedback which we are getting, that their physical stamina and energy gets much, much better than before. So now he was being able to run in 12.02 meter. And what he ate, I just had a salad last night and had one date during the race. No energy drink, no protein powder, nothing like that. This is also a homemaker lady, 41 years, recently diagnosed diabetes, which get reversed. She used to run away when there used to be a sports period, PT period in the school. But now, after her reversal of diabetes, she started running and taking participating in the marathon. So first time she participated 10K run, 10 kilometers run in 65 minutes. And since last 2 years, she scored more than 20 medals in marathon. So recently she ran in the Mumbai Tata Marathon also. So she got the purpose for remaining healthy. So that is the most important part. This is our US participant who was having diabetes since 17 years. Okay. Uh, so they are using the CGM, continuous glucose monitor. Right now in India, we are using just the fasting and post-meal blood sugar. So what he has sent me the message, what's baffling to me is that for 17 years, I have tried so many diets. Uh, these are all the big shots, big names. You can Google that Dr. Dean Orney, Dr. Esselton, Dr. Furman, Dr. McDougall, but still my blood sugar was not being able to come to normal since last 17 years. But now for last 17 days, I have kept it under 110. So he's a big fan. He's from Dallas. So we are having at least 100 plus participants from Texas state itself only. Okay, this is a chronic diabetic who was taking insulin 3 times a day since last 4 years. A teacher from Meerut, completely stopped insulin within 3 months. Her HbA1c changed from 8.7 to 5.7. Unbelievable. That is what she written. This is a participant from Solapur. Weight loss 98 to 82 kg in 6 months. HbA1c get reversed. So not only for this, this is a participant from our UK, London, 40 years, who was on BiPAP machine because he was having the sleep apnea. So he has to sleep with the oxygen machine every day, every single day. So his CPAP has gone within a period of 2 weeks only. He lost 16 kg in and by 6 inches loss in 6 weeks only with much better energy. So these are some of the very obvious, what you can say, these are all our चलते फिरते brand ambassadors of our program because people ask them कि भाई कौन से चक्की का आटा खा रहे हो क्या हो गया है. Our 60% participant are women and the consistent compliment they get within a period of 2 to 3 weeks that कि भाई कौन से ब्यूटी पार्लर में जा रही हो आजकल स्किन ग्लो कर रही है पिगमेंटेशन चला गया है. So they are not for that, but all these are the side benefits of the this program. Last 2 3 slides and I will stop then for Q&A. This is banker. Uh, Today my fasting sugar came to 101. I can't express myself. This has come down after 9 years. So one can imagine the happiness probably people could get. This is again one participant from USA. His blood sugar was 105. He written down that first time in 10 years since diagnosed with diabetes, my fasting sugar level is in a normal range. So that kind of miraculous, what you can say, results which we are getting. This is again from Mumbai only having weight started 133.4 kg. He started from that weight and he lost 17.2 kg in last 8 weeks period. So daily record they kept. So, so these are the very obvious images of pre and post people. So these motivate lot many people. We are not doing it commercially, so no commercial ads, nothing like that. All thing is most of the participants are through reference only by looking at someone and they feel something like that. So there are n number of case studies which I can show you. Okay. I mean, you can just see in 4 months period from 101 to 82 kg. So all the, what you can say, the posture and everything get changed, confidence level built up and lot of other things do happen. So, yes, I will now stop here. So, for question and answer.
Thank you so much, sir. I think it was like so inspiring and knowledgeable to know all sort of about healthy lifestyle. So I think we already had like two questions with us. So we'll try to begin with that. So I think one has asked about what are the rainbow food means what. So
Just like that in rainbow, there used to be a 7 colors. So our thali should be having the colorful things, okay, content, food items particularly the vegetables and the fruits, because they are containing the most of the antioxidant and lot of medicinal value chemicals. Okay, all the
Mhm.
micronutrient which are very important for our bodily functions, they are ample in the colorful things of the nature. Okay, that is the rainbow thali.
Okay. I hope you got it. I think Misha's phone has asked. Okay, we have next one, sir. What about milk and the controversy surround it?
Yes, I mean, we definitely suggest the diet which is a plant-based and vegan diet for the reversal phase at least.
Mm-hmm.
Because milk is known for causing, I mean, the casein protein of the milk is also not suitable for, not for all, but yes, a significant number of people. And another is the lactogen, the lactose sugar also. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we have seen that just restricting the dairy product, the long-standing acidity, migraine, and all these issues they just run away very fast within a period of weeks only. it is just possible to go
Hmm.
away.
Okay. I think well said, sir. Anybody else, if you would like to, like, unmute yourself and ask anything, or you can type in the chat box. Yeah. Can kidney issues be solved through food? I mean, can patient come out of the dialysis?
We don't have we have actually experimented with the dialysis patients. We had a 7-day residential camp at our training center at Amravati. 15 dialysis patients we kept there along with their relatives, and we experimented with all these lifestyle changes. And again, here the government's tertiary care hospital, super specialty hospital, they invited us 2 years before. They admitted their dialysis patient, 27 patients in their wards, and they asked us to give the lifestyle modification to their dialysis patients. Whatever we have observed is that uh, most of them were having the twice or thrice weekly dialysis. They used to go for that. And because of the uremia, they used to always insist that they should be taken first for dialysis, because all these are the government hospital. Most of them are very poor background,
Hmm.
rural people. Okay. And but for the first time, even on the third day of changing the food and other thing, giving confidence and other thing, uh, 4 5 patients have requested their doctor that probably they can wait one more day for performing dialysis. I mean, who used to insist that we should be first. Within a 3 days period only, they feel that probably they are little better.
Hmm.
Person who were not being the patient who were not being able to walk for 50 steps on the previous day of dialysis because of the what you can say lot of fluid accumulation and breathlessness and everything. They were not being able to sleep for last 2 years. They were being able to sleep calmly within a period of 3 days only. They were being able to walk for a kilometer, who
Hmm.
were not being able to walk for 50 steps on the previous day of previous night of the dialysis. So that is what kind of changes we have seen. But yes, as I told that most of the patients are from the very rural and poor background, so we were not being able to follow them up. Even not the government machinery was also not ready to do that. But yes,
Hmm.
we can, I mean, because kidney patients are little bit, what you can say, tricky one. So a lot of very close monitoring is very much required for them. Electrolyte imbalance can happen and lot of other things. So
Hmm.
particularly right now, we are doing it on the remote mode. So we are not
Hmm.
very much, what you can say, into the dialysis patient. But yes, if someone is ready to experiment it, then probably we can help them. No, no issue for that.
Okay.
Creatinine
Okay.
level for initial stage, what level of kidney function is there? A lot of other things, factors also affect that.
Hmm.
But yes,
Okay.
I
Sir,
mean,
I think.
those who
Uh,
want to
hmm.
have further, I mean, personal guidance or something, they can connect us. So I may be putting my WhatsApp number also in the chat. So that is
Hmm.
also possible. Someone if wants to be a part of the group, they also can join by registering, going on the website and registering. So that is also possible. So yes,
Okay.
any other questions?
Yes, sir, that will be great. You can share the details in the group so that, like, everybody wants the guidance and connect to the group, they'll connect. And
Yes.
yeah, we will see if we have more questions like that, or anybody wants to unmute and ask directly.
Yes.
That's also possible.
Can
And
ask, you can give feedback, whatever you want.
yeah,
You
how
feel
you felt.
free, because
Yeah,
as we are a very small number, so we can chat also. No issue.
correct,
We are
correct,
still
correct.
having 10 minutes more, maybe
Yeah,
our
yeah,
scheduled time.
yes,
Anybody wants to just feel free to just
yeah.
ask or share something.
Anybody is there with any, if someone wants to ask, please go ahead with that. Okay. I think you can give the feedback for the session, like most probably how the session went. I was quite,
Yes, that
uh,
that is also welcome feedback we can get.
yeah. How did you find the session? Because a lot of knowledgeable stuff is being shared. Okay, so we have one more question from our participant. Nowadays, food is so adulterated. How do we choose the right food?
So, one thing is that we should know the source of food. One thing, if we are
Mm,
having some organic kind of, because the pesticides and fertilizers, chemical fertilizers, that is
mm,
also one of the major part. Okay.
mm,
Uh, and another thing is that if we are keeping ourselves healthy, our weight is in a normal range and other thing, then
mm,
probably a little bit of here and there we can avoid that. I mean, our body will be able to sustain with a little bit of here and there part of thing. Okay,
mm,
so that is very important part. Unfortunately, still we don't have that kind of organic things available everywhere. So that is still not very common.
mm. Correct. I think that was mentioned in your slide as well, sir, that we can have directly the food which is coming from the farm.
Yes,
So
yes.
that,
But that farm also should be the organic one. I mean,
yeah,
otherwise, a lot of things.
yeah.
Right now, we are getting organic stuff somewhere. So we
Mhm.
should source out the things.
Yeah, very true, very true. Anybody else or like would like to share a feedback? You can unmute or like share it. And yeah, sir has shared his number and you have the website also. You can register and connect with Prayas. They have been doing amazing work that we could see and like, witness today. So yeah, we if anybody is like having any other question, please feel free to ask. And we'll be just wrapping up shortly. And अगर आपको कोई फीडबैक देना है तो प्लीज फीडबैक भी दे दीजिए आज के सेशन का. Thank you so much, Pratima ji, for your feedback. It's a wonderful session. Quite even I wanted to add the feedback for Avinash sir. That's quite.
Yes, yes, sure, sure.
So I felt like, um, I am from science background, so I was able to connect with all the terms and all sort of things. So it was very nicely prepared PPT and like, all kind of relevant examples through it, very well explained. So thank you so much for such a knowledgeable content sharing and guidance to us, sir. So yeah,
Yes,
very well
yes.
explained in simple terms. Oh, super, very true. That's there. Okay, anybody else? Yeah, we are like less in number, but more in power. That's what we
Yes,
believe.
surely,
So
surely.
yeah, so we are going to come up with like more sort of like such sessions where you can connect and like, ask in your queries or something. So stay tuned in the group as well. We'll be keep on updating about the sessions. And if anything else is there, so please feel to like, let us know. और कुछ ऐसे मतलब, आ रहा है आपके अंदर सवाल, so that will be there. Otherwise, we can have a thank you note and then we can close off
Yes,
that. Huh?
yes, I think
Yeah,
we can.
yeah. So thank you so much, sir, for such a wonderful session and enlightening us with some like, wise like guidance which is much needed on healthy lifestyle for today's time. So thank you so much. And thank you so much all the participants, those who have like right now left or those who have joined in, those who are being still there with us, for connecting with us and liking this session. I'm your host Rakshita Manglani. I hope you had a fantastic time today and we shared some of the knowledge with us. Thank you so much to Vanessa as well for initiating this initiative. And we have come up with matlab good cause of thing for the well-being of the society. So we are doing that kind of thing. So thank you so much, everyone. Hope to see
Yes.
you soon. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay.
So much,
Okay.
everyone. Peace. Yeah. See you soon next week.